to spear skill to a hammer, it would look right, you know.
Yes, makes sense.
But yeah, that's like my major gripe with the game is I just don't like that foundational aspect of the game. Anyway, hi, we're just ranting about Path of Exile 2. Remember?
Understandable, honestly.
Yeah. Because the new Path of Exile lead launches tomorrow.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Poe is one of the games that I can play for free that I can run on my PC.
Yeah.
So.
It helps that it's like a decade-old game.
Yes. But I mean, I wanted to rebuild my PC this year, and the 50 series just went balls, balls deep in controversy and setting people's houses on fire. And
the AMD GPUs don't look too bad though.
No, but they're not as high powered.
Yeah.
And I mean, I really could care less about DLSS and the frame generation and all that. I want processing power, but I want something that, I mean, have we peaked with the raw power that the cards can produce? And everything is just now focusing on AI, and there's not a lot of pure horsepower.
I think that is it
for game stuff.
Yeah. I think that is legitimately it, because at the point that you're going to have to make the size of the cards that you're going to have to produce in order to increase just straight power. Yeah, no, it isn't going to really work out. That's why you use DLS and frame generation, so that you can get that. They do that that way, so that you can push beyond what the card is capable of. But it's like,
yes,
I agree that
but you can't get games to run at 4K at 120 frames.
Yeah.
Get it to that point and then worry about the AI stuff.
Yeah. Anyway.
I am on Foundry and ready.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's weird. I can only ever see these like loot tables, loot 2, loot 4, when after like next week basically.
What?
Like the week after. Or maybe it just requires a relog for whatever reason, is the thing. Like the loot tables, whenever we kill a whole bunch of guys, I never see them when Fargrim just reveals them, but I see them,
I've seen them
post afterwards. Yeah, you can go to it's in the journal tab is the thing. It's like,
Journal, loot 2 and loot 4.
Yeah.
Didn't we take this? Oh. I think we took this +1 breastplate and warhammer, right? In loot 2.
I
think I did this ass backwards.
Yeah, I posted a link already.
Right on. I will just.
Let me decline this.
Yes, thank you.
Join that one.
You can also just do the stream together thing while you go live individually, and then use like the Twitch knock feature instead.
Yes,
and then
that's
it would
what
just
I kept
auto
doing,
merge
and
everything.
Yep. That's what I did. Fargrim decided to start posting the link, so I did that since he wasn't online.
Yeah.
So he gets online and then use the knock feature. So it's like, do I leave the one that I have, or do you?
Yeah, no, that's a much easier way of doing it, I think, is if you want to do like the merge thing, you just already go live, then you don't need a link or anything, you just do everything through the browser.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go to the game scene. So now that we're both live, we're ready to go.
Hell yeah.
Now let me put it on push to talk so I can talk to chat and not annoy the hell out of you guys.
Alright, so last time we left off, you guys were in your cozy little corner. You took down a legitimate spider yokai that threatened to suck you off. That was.
Giggity.
I
I remember that explicitly. The silence and all that your reactions. That was absolutely priceless. Um,
yeah.
you learned a great deal of information from about the troops' movement, what kind of artillery they have, even notes on capturing Teacup. Uh, I don't know if anybody but mine's read those. They're
No, I read them.
okay, cool.
I didn't get a chance to read them. Would you mind summarizing?
Yes, I have no problem with that. So, first letter. This is within the 2 week period of you guys. You're currently, so about a week ago, day 2754 of Era of Light, we received a few thousand fire lances and ammunition, supplies for 4 siege towers from our trade ships. We're expecting 1,000 more troops and former pirate mercenaries, about 50 of them. Have yet to hear from our spies in Zilgra. Hopefully, they'll return in a few days. Our last group captured an Oni siblings. Hopefully, they will tell us how to infiltrate the eastern gates. Our fortress near a ruined village, aka Rivers Village, has been building well. Most of our troops' movement goes through Steadshire. Soon we will have full control of the city. A few days later, our gnomish slave mines have produced several 100 pounds of saltpeter and niter. These are legitimate things in components for gunpowder. We're expecting more smiths to cast metal bombs. Our troops came across a humanoid dragon made of porcelain who leaks a green ichor around the joints and mouth. We suspect it to be a treasure or a golem from one of Zulgro's creative minds. We will hold them and a dwarf who was a tea merchant and often meets with the oracle. We put in a requisition to pull more troops out of Grimvalis to flank the shores of their stronghold. Hopefully, we're heard. Alright, page 3. One of our spies have returned to the general's encampment. Zilgra recently received Tabaxian dwarvish support from Scala, which is in the northern regions where Group C is playing currently in the northernmost continent. For sub-reference, bringing over 20,000 disciplined warriors, reinforcing their walls and inventions of war. We receive more troops in our fortress and should be in the valley within the next 2 to 3 weeks of marching. A desperate drow house offered to serve us as long as our matron will become shogun of the city. So they're trying to do a power shift in what the fuck was it called? Steadshire, and have this drow lady rule it so it'd be fully under their power. We were able to get a small battalion over the walls. However, most of their heads were shot back to us from ballista bolts. We've underestimated their military might. Hopefully, our ships will keep them distracted. I fucked up on that last part of that sentence. Anyway, there are rumors within the city that the red dragon Sobuquin walks within the city. So that was one of the eternal dragons that pretty much serve as the gods of this world. He that dragon in particular has gone missing, but that's lore. But anyway, second to last page. The boats arrived. Battle in front of Zulgra. The harbor still holds. Those ships landed at the beach, where they were deconstructed into the fortress that will serve as the new capital of the city, well, of this continent. Soon we will receive their cannons and crew. We need more supplies to raid the druids to the north. They have large animals and perhaps treasures we can use to take over this island continent. Last page. Troops and cannons should arrive from the old Black Crusades who defected over to our side. Perhaps we can make use of their over curious citizens, like all the people who wander into the woods and shit, like the Iron Fangs, into experiments of war. Reinforcements came, and the fortress is giving a heavy bombardment into the walls of Zulgra. After hours of torture, the Oni siblings let nothing out. Shame, we're feeding them to the spider geisha. And that was it.
Very cool. So, what's essentially happening is that they're trying to take over Steadshire by negotiating with a desperate what's it called, noble family who wants to have power over the area while simultaneously keeping the main city Zulgra occupied via bombardments from the sea and trying to sneak in through the gates.
Yeah,
And then a whole bunch of reinforcement and material listings.
correct.
That is correct.
Okay. Cool. I guess we get into character now. I'm gonna finish making up dinner, I suppose. Oh yeah. So what I'm going to make this time, by the way, is I've decided over the week, gonna make some bangers and mash. Yeah, bangers and mash. That's sausage and mashed potato. I'm gonna use the sausage that we found from the encampment a while back, the one that was preserved with the salt, and then the potatoes here, and then for gravy, I'm thinking of doing a sort of like veggie gravy if there's any beef broth here in the supplies.
There is.
Hell yeah. Anyway, yeah, bangers and mash for night.
If you would like to, you can do a long rest. You feel safe enough. If you guys didn't do that last session.
Oh yeah, no, didn't yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Because I think we had to decide like how watch is going. Because you need bare minimum. I think it's like with an elf in the party, you need bare minimum 3 people per watch. So like because the elf only requires 4 hours of long rest compared to 8, and a watch can only be max 2 hours. So.
We do have
what's
2 other
the-
NPCs that can fill in those blanks if you'd like.
One of them is passed out unconscious, and the
That is
other one
true.
is—they're both badly wounded. We're not
probably
putting any
should,
of them
yeah.
on watch.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea.
Like, sure, let them both get their rest if they want to assist in the assault here. Oh my god.
Especially if there's a possibility that Tandri wants to go fight with us.
Oh, he
Mhm.
definitely does.
Oh, gee. Hmm.
Sorry.
I'm check.
Anyway, yeah. So I'm thinking River takes first sleep, gets her 4 hours, and then Teacup and Odoroshi take first 2 shifts, I guess, and I'll do third.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So
So,
yeah.
I actually want to know during my watch, is there did Teacup and Neb and Tandri actually have any, personal belongings aside from the staff that Teacup is using?
Teacup.
Or is it just their clothes and that's that?
That's great question. And honestly, I'm going to give you inspiration for that. Uh, Inside this chest over here, closest to you, appears to be a green leather bag. Inside of this green leather bag is a puzzle that with a note. This note is from the Oracle. It says, Teacup. When you're able to open this, you will be able to truly understand. And then it sort of fades out as if someone was interrupted. Uh, the twins also receive their charms and normal new set of clothing from the chest, so they're not as fucked up. Tandri puts his armor beside himself. He has chainmail and a great sword, or I should say, a nodachi. Neb has monk gi, similarly to Rivers, but hers is more maroon red. And a small katana. Small katana. Not like. It's still a long sword, but it's. I don't know. Lighter weight, you assume? Made out of a different material?
Okay.
Also inside this green leather bag is a oil can, like for lanterns.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, during your long rest, nobody interrupts you. River, you, however, have a nightmare and a some sort of flashback of the half elf who slaughtered your people. Question about your backstory: was there a significant elder?
Uh,
Or I know there was a mention of a group, but there's typically
yeah,
like
it was
a.
just a group of seven.
Sorry, what?
No, there was a group of several. I guess. Uh, there was one. There, there was one of them whose name is Winds. Wind.
Wind.
But yeah. I don't know if there's any other that you should connect with all of them, but I don't have any information of all of them.
No, well, you definitely mentioned like a very good sense of community within your backstory before the Fire
Yes.
Nation came, as it were.
Yeah. No, that's definitely that. Yeah.
Um. All right. So one of your elders approaches you in your dream and says, "So the dream is you're sitting by a reflective pool of water. You feel the mask on, however, You see your true face as a reflection into the water. As you look deeper into yourself, into your reflection, I should say, over your shoulder you see this elder. Their face is what you can remember of it, but there's a ripple, or as if magnifying their vibration as an individual overcomes the surface of the water. So when they talk, it ripples. However, it seems consistent and legitimate to everything you remember. So you do not feel frightened. They explain to you your mask. Your mask holds the whispers of the dead and those who beseech you from other dimensions and other plane worlds of other dimensions and other realms. Out of None of the elders were able to put this mask on. However, most of the people in your bloodline have been afflicted by being able to hear the whispers from beyond. So please do not take this personally. However, all of us are counting on you. And as he says that, you feel a very, gentle touch on your shoulder. But this sends you into a more deeper sleep of reassurance. Well, state of meditation, since you are in a trance.
Mhm.
So yeah, a little explanation on your mask.
Huh. Understandable. Ah. Hmm. And, hmm. Assuming nothing happens in the first 4 hours of the watch,
Correct.
River will just get up and sit out by herself for the rest of them. It's actually pretty far away from the camp, but
Like the moment like the 4 hours are up and like Odoroshi, Teacup, and the two twins are like asleep. Like everyone, Teacup, I'm assuming then would come say, hey, your turn.
Yes.
I'd get up and just like see River like leaving, like very very like half asleep. Yeah, sure. Ah. And then like I'd give her like minutes before like following,
she's
seeing what
she's just
seeing what
sitting.
she's up to.
She's just sitting cross-legged, just against the wall. Her mask is off, curiously enough. She seems to be just whispering to herself things.
Even though
Doesn't
your mask
exactly
is
notice you're
off.
there.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're,
Even though your mask is off, you're not bombarded, or you do not hear whispers. For the first time in a minute, you can actually catch your breath by taking off your mask.
she's more. It doesn't make sure of just confusion and relief on her face. After a second, she actually notices and realizes, oh, no, we're not planning on running off. Just
No.
checking on me. Right.
It's good. Are you doing okay?
Surprisingly, yes. I didn't tell you much about this mask, did I?
No, just that it helps you calm voices.
It's a bit more substantial than that. but in a sense, yes. It's also the only reason I'm alive, actually. I told you I was the only survivor, well, of the village I was in, of home, but that's not entirely true.
No.
Well, I didn't survive. I was killed alongside my husband. But I don't know. I guess some part of me dying reached out for the mask and
So
responded and revived me.
you see, Ten is like sort of very confused at this
It's
because this would imply that like the river that he's known this entire time has been one of the things that he hates, which is
It's
undead.
yeah, man.
It's less of disgust and more of a visible confusion. There's a lot of emotions going through his face with that news.
It's not how you. It's not so much as in I was raised like a zombie kind of thing like that. Thankfully, no. It's you hear the stories of how clerics can resurrect fallen comrades. Yes,
Yes.
I believe it was something similar to that. So you need not worry for me if thinking I'm undead.
No. I. Uh, it doesn't matter to me whether you were undead or not. Sure, that's a big reveal, but at the end of the day, still my student, and I do care for your safety. Sorry I shouted earlier today. I didn't want you running off to your death. I've seen far too much of that.
Honestly, I can't say I blame you. I admittedly needed it. I just to think that that monster is here already. I thought he had. Frankly, with how much time passed, I figured he'd be across the world by now. But no.
No. No, he has a war to win. And, we have to stop him. Did I ever tell you about the first trials? The ones that you go through to become a Dragon Knight? Or Dragon Rider? However the modern portrayal wants to call it.
You didn't.
No.
I figured it was also.
It was possibly even worse than the Black Crusades. Even worse than the Death and Destruction was repeating that year by year. The trials would send students like yourself, often around the age of 15 or 16, in a large group. We're talking 60 to 100 students at a time, right? They would enter one of the 5 labyrinths, the ones created by the divine dragon. And of the first trial, 90% would die.
Gods.
And this would happen every single year. That's one of the few things I disagreed with when it came to. I tried to reform the practice, but ultimately had been too ingrained in the rider's culture. And admittedly, those who did survive the trials were capable warriors, like beyond their years. But
I can imagine, but still.
yeah. I myself had to go through that, and out of the first trial, I went in with a small group of students like myself, and we had one death in the party. He was the vanguard. Ran ahead to investigate something. Got himself killed by a trap, but the death shook us up, but the continued deaths as we faced more and more trials, that's... Yeah. I just don't want to see that for you. So you have to promise me that after today, you won't do anything like that again. Do not rush ahead and think that you are immortal. Okay? Because quite frankly, I don't want to lose another student.
I won't. Promise. I just, frankly, it's not the issues that I feel as though I'm immortal. It's the opposite, actually. Tis more like I'm overdue death. I mean,
Mm.
I'll be honest, I don't know what to do after, well, besides after our little adventure is complete. All of this with the prophecy, assuming that's not madness, and bring down the pantheon somehow. I, uh, I'd have over 400 years left of life after that, but I have nothing worth doing.
Hmm. I reckon I have about the same. Eh. The transformation didn't exactly leave me fully immortal like some dragons, but if you're interested, I don't mind continuing the adventure after all this is over. Or we return to the cave and fucking start an inn or something. I don't care. the You know how I carry through, knowing that my death is also overdue.
Jesus
I
Christ.
just live for every new little thing that happens in my life. I see a new kind of bird or forest critter. I meet someone new. They engage in some sort of menial conversation. But, that is what I look forward to, the little things. And the food.
Food is. She visibly deflates a little bit. I admit, it's. feels like every day since I left the cave. Well, since I left the village. That's. I see something new. I mean, there's only so much one things, even if it is merely in a different region of the forest. Everything around the cave was just so new. And parts of me, in the past, I would have wanted nothing more than to explore the world and see everything, but I don't. It feels hollow now. At least currently. What I wouldn't give to have that feeling of adventure back.
Maybe after all this is over, it will return. I mean, what's sustaining you right now? Vengeance? Then what?
Not a damn thing, teacher. I'll be honest. I mean, if we're being entirely honest, I'm not exactly unique in helping in able hands to destroy the Pantheon of Light. I mean, there are, as you say, countless other people in towns and cities that have been affected and devastated by the Army of Lights. No?
You're not wrong, but I don't think many of these people want to fight. And fighting is frankly what we're good at.
I didn't want to fight until I lost everything. Do you know that? I'm not a soldier. I'm not even a hunter. I never hunted really any. I received the combat training pretty much everybody gets at my village. Got. But I didn't fight anybody until that day. I hadn't taken a life until that day. The adrenaline made it so I had no time for feeling any sort of regret or remorse. And I would have. It's a swine. But it, it still feels strange now to be that we've cut our way through this cave and this forest like we have. I know we're doing good, but a part of me feels. I don't know. I'm still processing the emotion, I guess.
In that case, would you like some time to process it and we can talk about how you're feeling after we murder the general?
Maybe. It would admittedly be nice to. I don't know. Teacher, what do you think I should live for once the general's dead?
Live for yourself, Chad. There's no one else to live for. There's no reason or rhyme or purpose. I've lost the one that I love. I carry on because that is what she would have wanted. That is what she gave her life for. So I live on for her. So would the people that you care about want you to live on? You need to ask yourselves that, and if the answer is yes, you live on for them.
I suppose they would. I just. A part of me doesn't feel as though I deserve it. I failed them. I couldn't protect anybody. I died with the rest. It's only by chance, practically, that I was revived. That, and apparently my bloodline. Looks at her hand. I don't know. I don't feel particularly worthy of living my life happily ever after.
Hmm.
Even if I would wish it.
Nobody said it had to be happy.
Yeah. I suppose that's true.
Honestly, child, everything you're feeling, I'm still trying to figure out. the ultimately, it's just the little things that carry me forwards. That's all you can really live for. The little things in the day to day.
Yeah. Perhaps once the general's done with down here, we could. I would like to visit that stronghold city. The one that seems to be the target of the siege, Zolgar.
Same.
I'd love to visit it. Well, I didn't even know it existed until a couple of years ago.
Oh, there's a couple of wonderful places around the world I could show you.
She cracks just the slightest hint of a smile. I'd like that. It sounds nice.
But you going to continue the watch, or should I?
I've got it. I've been
Okay.
up here for a couple hours already.
All right.
Spirits are calm for once. the first time in 2 years, I don't feel them judging me or screaming for vengeance.
It's
Maybe
because
know
they
it.
know. It's because they know they'll get it.
Mhm.
They believe in you. Now you just need to do the same.
To be honest, from your training, it's not confidence I lack. You trained me damn well, didn't I, sir?
Thank you. Ah, and I don't think I've ever had a capable student as you.
Yeah. Being a quick learner is admittedly in my blood.
I'm
It's a
sure
sort
it
of
is.
yeah. It's a sort of knack that most astral elves have, actually. But that's the point. I don't know. I thank you for this talk, teacher. I honestly wasn't sure what I'd be doing after this. I thought I would just be, if I wasn't killed at some point in this adventure, that I'd just, I don't know, sit somewhere and meditate until I starved. But I know that's not what my husband want for me. I know that's not what my kids want for me. So, suppose we could do
Oh,
some sightseeing once this is all over, yes?
I'm sure we will. And don't you worry, I won't let you starve. That wasn't an option.
I would hope not.
Alright, I'm going back to sleep to prepare for tomorrow.
Right. Rest well, teacher.
Me too.
Great roleplay, guys. Holy shit.
Thank you, I mean,
Yeah.
fights you.
That was
Yeah,
really
shit
good.
myself. And here's all of my shit back.
Yep. Let me click this long rest button.
Long rest, John. Me, John.
Boom. These weapon charges are like kind of insane, actually. Can I just point that out? This is like a feature from like this is just there's common, uncommon, like rare versions of these like in spelled weapons. The fact that they have 6 charges, so they basically have 6 casts of whatever spell is attached to them, is really
That's
good.
fucking wild.
Like because like if there's a second level slot in there, I'm pretty sure I can cast more second level spells than the wizard can at this point. Because I can cast
Yes,
blur
you
6
absolutely
times.
I was
can.
gonna say, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
because I get 3 second level spell slots.
Mhm.
that is way too broken. Oh my god.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
All right. Do you guys decide to head up to the surface?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, is there
What?
anything that happened during our watch, or was it just
Um,
because
there was
I thought
nothing that happened that disrupted your watch. Besides
okay?
them talking, which you
Well, that's what I
find
was gonna say.
slightly
So was
suspicious.
that during our watch, or
No,
was that
you and Teacup did 2 hours each, so that's the first 4 hours when River was sleeping or meditating in Elf term, right?
okay?
And then I was awake during the 3rd hour. So like I was awake for like maybe an hour having that conversation with her.
Okay, I
Yeah,
misunderstood. I thought you
during
said
like
that
the
River
third
was
block.
taking the first watch.
No,
Nope.
no, no. River
Taking
was
third.
River was long resting during the
Yeah,
first
she's taking
2
third and
watches.
fourth.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
yeah.
That was what I was trying to figure out. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, River was taking 3rd and 4th watches.
Okay.
As you make your way to the surface, Tandri is finishing equipping his armor, and he's doing some practice swings, and he seems ready. He has this shit-eating grin on his face, like, let's fucking do this, guys. Neb, however, he does check on his sister, who's still not feeling so hot. She's been having night terrors. Well, each of you notice this on your shifts, that both of them have been having night terrors. But they seem to be, well, Tanjri is ready to go. Like, he's not suffering effects from fatigue or anything like that.
Neb is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you sure you're able to come with us for this? Really okay.
He convinced Neb to stay back. But, for this combat, I'll be using Teacup and Tanjri.
Where would Neb be staying if she's staying back?
Probably
Staying here?
here. It's relatively safe here. I mean, you know.
Until the next group come through the mines.
I mean, we've slaughtered everyone on our way to the mines, but yeah. I would say to go to Steadshire, but that doesn't seem to be an option anymore.
I would certainly
druids-
just not.
The Druids Enclave, perhaps?
That would be a good place, but that's a bit far from here. That's on the other side of the continent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, caves. How far is the...
Yeah, how far have we traveled? Like in terms of like timeline, Fargrim?
That's a very good
Multiple
question.
Days, as far as I
Yes.
aware.
So if we... Do I have the fucking map? Here we go. So... Fuck. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 miles on foot.
Oh, weird. I can't see this map anymore.
That is weird. I'll re-upload it in our chat so we can all take a look.
I think it's pinned on the thing anymore. I think it's pinned on the channel, so it's whatever.
Okay.
I know roughly where we are.
It'll take
Honestly,
her a couple of days. But your cave is the closest, and no one fucks with it.
Yeah.
So as you open up,
She could also meet up with the other survivors who we sent back down that way. No, because we
Yes.
sent them all to said that, hey, just keep following this cave, and then eventually you'll come to like an outpost with a couple of slaughtered bandits,
Mhm.
and then that was like where we told them to go for safety for right now,
yes.
because
So
that's both defensible and also already cleaned out.
Excellent. That way you
that's
guys
probably where we'd send Neb as well.
Excellent. So Neb understands your directions and hastily makes her way downtown. So
Walking fast?
You
yeah.
can just walk into the camp, huh? Yeah, cool.
Apparently, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the tunnel's connected to it, but yeah.
What are you gonna do? Fucking stab us?
Well, your trap door is right here that opens up into the camp. It is the morning light does hit you.
Is it supposed to be all gray?
What do you,
It might be because night vision is still on for you. Question mark. Try like unhighlighting your token. Yeah,
vision, basic vision.
No, I just see a gray box.
I see everything in color. Weird.
Same.
And I have dark vision as well.
I see a gray grid.
Well, don't.
And
Oh, you see just a gray grid so that the map itself isn't loaded?
Correct.
Ah, okay. Maybe just refresh. I don't know.
Because your token says basic vision, 60 feet, enable token vision.
It's nothing to do with vision. It's just the actual map itself hasn't loaded.
Mm,
It's Foundry saying, all right, here's a grid to work with, but
But I can
the
see
map
the
the map
tokens.
image isn't loaded. It does that sometimes. It's a pain.
Okay. Do I need to refresh?
Yeah,
Or
just refresh the browser.
all right, let's see.
If it doesn't work after refreshing the browser, then it's a problem.
Yeah, it's still a gray.
okay. Um. Advanced, basic.
If you press F12 to bring up the console window, is there anything like going over there that says it's throwing any errors in the console?
Alright, F12.
Yeah, F12 to bring up the inspector window.
Console. Foundry virtual tabletop. Nope. The only thing that the only error is that it's no longer 700 pixels wide.
Oh yeah, mine
Foundry
does that.
customized
Mine throws
token.
that error anyway, no matter what.
Firing tidy sheet. Hook. Ready. Hook called. Loaded pre-release homebrew indices. Initialization complete. Constructed index of such and such.
Also,
Entries,
question:
entries, entries.
Are
Yeah.
we supposed to be able to see everything right now? Because there are currently no sorts of walls or anything.
Well, I did that so it'd be easier.
Okay, yeah,
No,
so
that's
we
fine.
can see everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I did that so it
Including
would be less of a pain.
the enemy tokens.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, Fargrim, if you look at my stream, you'll see what I'm looking at.
Hold on, buddy.
Very odd.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is just the map image itself not loading. That's yeah. Because like
do
the grid is loaded and all of the features for the game should load just fine, but it's just the map image that isn't loaded.
do you want me to re-upload the map somehow?
No, it's fine.
Well, it's
There are
not
no walls
fine.
on this map, by the way, but
Yeah, that's it.
Um,
it's,
shit. I mean, you're gonna need to see what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
How? Alright. I will see if I can me- do something about this. Foreground image? Alright, now try refreshing.
this might be another issue with so a lot of the reason this pulls up when it's self-hosting is space issues,
Again?
like drive space issues.
But I.
MySpace. I've got multiple gigabytes free.
Oh yeah, no,
Are you
you'll be
talking?
fine.
Are you
Yeah, it's Fargrim. Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
well. Give
because
me a
we
moment.
had an issue with like the map not loading for when he had like a couple of megabytes of thing.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been. I shouldn't have anything like that should be deterring of anything. Okay.
You could also just try turning down the resolution of the image. like just slightly.
I can do that in the configurations tab, or when I
Somewhat,
export it.
if you when you export it, usually.
All right.
Or you can go to, I think you can also right-click the scene, go to configuration, and then and then there should be a resolution. If the resolution is higher than the texture size, uh, it's it wouldn't be a Foundry day without some tech issues, would it?
8 days a week.
Hmm.
So I'll just re-export the image on a lower resolution and see if that works.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and then just like apply it as you did for this map, and it should be good. It's weird. I've just reloaded, by the way. I know the scene's been weird.
All right. So I
Uh,
don't need this
I've
map.
just reloaded, and now the background scene is loading for me, but the tokens aren't.
Jesus Christ.
I just see some health bars where our group is, and none of the enemies.
All right.
Oh, that's funny.
Fuck. All right. I'll do low. Well, I do very high quality, so I'll just do normal, low quality. 72
Like,
DPI.
yeah,
Yes,
it doesn't have to
replace
be
it.
like too crazy. Let me guess. You usually export at like 300 DPI.
Whatever the max is for the most part is, yeah, 300. Or when I do like smaller maps, it's usually just like 150.
Yeah, 150 is a good marker.
Yeah, print is where you want 360 DPI. It's for web, it's typically 72 is fine, unless you're trying for like 4K resolution.
All right, so let's try this again.
There we go. I can see a camp.
All right, can you see tokens and shit?
Yep, I can see
I
tokens.
can.
I can see camp. Literally, that's all you really need to do. It's usually a size issue where someone's computer is having trouble loading the image because the image is too big for or something like that. So the easiest way to do that is just bring down the image quality, because when you're playing and you've got overfield view, you can't really notice that much of a loss
So
unless it's like super animated and such.
that makes sense. My last session had a animated portal sequence on the floor, and that was driving me fucking nuts, dude. But no, that's pretty cool. I It's just the little things, I guess.
Yeah, they're gremlins. It's okay.
So
Not kobolds, gremlins.
not kobolds or gremlins. You automatically know that you are at a higher elevation because it sort of takes your breath away. Around you are kind of terrifying looking figures. This one scary bitch looking at a gem over a court. There was like this right here is like a burning pyre where they burn people. In this cage right here, but you can't really see, there's at least 2 people. And this scary looking motherfucker is poking at them with an iron rod and laughing as they scream. You notice these other guards standing around in heavier and somewhat looking like ancient armor. More distinguished than the other peons of the Pantheon of Light. And their guard Drake. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with guard drakes, but essentially they are wingless dragons that make excellent companions. So let's if you would like to try to roll for stealth, you can.
Mm-hmm. Let's just see if anyone fucks up the stealth check, because if we all roll high, then everyone gets disadvantage on initiative. So very cool.
All right, so Otoroshi. Now,
If anyone's spied, we basically just roll for initiative, but
yeah.
Something tells me a 7 is not going to pass someone's passive perception.
It showed a 5 on my screen.
Yeah. It's still not great.
Yeah, 15, 7, and 15. Not great.
Fucking God. So,
Heard that.
Odoroshi, you... What would you even fucking step on? Oh no, you, your fan kind of grazed.
I sneeze.
You sneezed with loud, achoo, like a loud grandfather sneeze. This figure over here,
I learned from the best.
right? This figure over here sniffs the air and says, "Only meat." And begins to freak out. And this terrible...
Immediately crashing out.
What?
No, sorry, go on. Nothing, sorry.
Alright, everyone, roll initiative.
Damn.
Oh no, anyways.
So I started blasting.
Okay. Good initiative, everyone. Bird needs to be on the map too, by the way.
The what?
Can I drag Kosuke out here?
Yeah,
Yes.
Kosuke needs to be
Yeah,
on
I
the map.
cannot.
I
I
was...
cannot drag Kosuke.
Yeah, one second. Where the fuck is Kosuke? Motherfucker. Alright, Owl, was it? That was his base stat block? Cool.
Apparently.
Okay, can you do something for me, Fangrim, like right now before we start combat here?
What you need?
Could you go into configure settings, core settings?
Yeah.
Alright. Open
Configure.
permission configuration.
Alright, so configure settings, and then what?
Core settings. Open permission configuration.
Yep.
And then create new tokens. And then check the player box. And then once you're done, just save those changes. And then what that should allow us to do
Oh,
is
create new
take actors that we
tokens.
have control over and drag them onto the map. That way, you don't have to keep dragging it for Odoroshi every time we go into combat. You can just get him himself.
Right on.
Yeah. Now I rolled using the character sheet, and it gave me the option to roll public normal roll. I did. It's not showing up. So I go up to the initiative tracker and I see the spinning D20 that I can click, but I clicked and nothing happened. I'm clicking a third time, and this actually rolled.
I
And you rolled a net 1.
actually did it. That
Oh,
sucks.
yes, you did it for me.
All right, so this will be a wave combat. I'm just rolling all initiative at once because I can't do wave combat like I did on D&D Beyond. If that's cool.
I need to roll for Kosuke.
All right. Let me. I don't know how. Oh, there's fucking Kosuke. Oh, I feel like an idiot now. All right. I apologize. Kosuke. Friendly. Oh, mine's. Did I tell you? I started watching Naruto.
Ah,
It is interesting to
nice.
get into.
It is. It has a lot of childish kind of themes and whatnot, but overall, it's a very good anime, I think.
All right. This is how we do it.
Oh, I am. Interesting.
All right. River, we'll start off the fun with you. Where you going?
Uh, mm, what are those? Where did my movement speed change? It did. Dang. Let me check. You don't wanna- Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna go over. Mm, very far.
So you said this was a wave combat. Who's currently in the first wave? Like, who's actively realizes we're here?
This one,
Just the Oni Eater.
this one, and this guy, and the
Okay.
guard. Yeah, just those three for now. Then,
Well, I imagine also
you
probably this person. I
yes,
recharging.
you expect these three to be next,
Hmm.
followed by these three over here.
Oh, okay.
Actually, let me get his name out here. Mog.
Not Mog. The nefarious Mog. Let's see. Well,
Alright, so what are you doing?
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, you're all good.
I am going to Starlight Step because I don't feel like walking. I am just going to teleport. I think that's 30 feet. Yeah. Actually, yeah, here works. Woof.
Alright.
As she, like, as her teleport ends, she is going to just simply slam down with her spear at the, like, iron rod he's using to poke people with, and then attack him with it. Not the rod, her spear.
Closer inspection into the cage, you see a wise looking young woman in tattered clothes with a very determined look in her face, and a man who has recently lost a leg and is. Why did that make you laugh?
Leg whip, honestly.
No, sorry, laughing at my own joke. DMs.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. God, I fucking went. Okay, I am. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah,
That is
there's
good
two
to know,
people
though.
in the cage.
I'm going to promptly beat the shit out of this guy with a rock. I assume misses.
Yep.
Eh. Wow, okay, great start. Curious. Alright, well. I assume he just didn't. Alright, fair enough.
All right. He's going to target you and hit you with a great axe. Critically fails. And then, as a bonus action, they're going into rage.
Oh no. Wait a minute. Wait, no, I'm good. We're gaming.
He transforms into some sort of his hands become like giant snow leopard paws. His face and teeth become like razor sharp saber tooth tiger teeth, and he starts to grow a tail of barbed spikes, and his feet change into cat like features. These two giant, large snow leopard paws. All right. Where is this guy? He's going to step inside here and alert this dude. He's going to shoot off another mortar round into Zolgra. Tin Raiso. Your time to shine, dude.
Alright, so this is distance 35 feet over here and 45 feet over here. Get to the other side of him, I need 55 feet. So I can't reach yet without spending resources, so I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and dash, what's it called, glide on over to the Blackguard. I'm assuming this is one of the clerics that you mentioned that were from the former Black Crusade, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah. No. He eyes this person and he's like, nope, they're dying first.
Odds kill that guy.
So going in, I'm going to go ahead and start off with a bonus action to cast a blur spell on myself. Boom. Concentrating on that. And then do an attack with the, what's it called? I'll just do a bite attack onto this enemy here. Oh, you know what I should do? I should toggle my movement bonus, actually. I actually set this up correctly, I think. I haven't had a chance to test it, but, you know. I'll do that in a moment. It would be in effects. But anyway, there's an extra 5 points of damage on that. I'm assuming a 26 hits. This was not
Yes.
supposed to be the tail attack. I just clicked the wrong button, by the way. It was supposed to be bite, but here.
Do they do the same amount of damage?
I mean, one's a D12 and one's a D10, so I'll just take 9 on a D12. It doesn't really matter. So it's not, what's it called? So it would be 11, yeah, 9 plus 5, 11 points of damage, opening up the bite attack, and then I'll go with an extra attack on top. For 12 points of damage there.
Very
Let's roll
nice.
a 12 on the D12. Okay, cool. And that'll be my turn. As what's it called? I'm looking at this person and I'm rushing towards them with an immediate attack, and I'm like, "You couldn't be satisfied burning one continent to the ground."
They laugh at you and say, "Oh, you must have been a maggot from your beloved Sapphire Isle," as she smacks you with her glaive and terribly misses. Horribly misses.
Yes, and I've had a lot of experience killing your kind.
But that ends here. Alright, other dude's turn. He's going to warn the others and grab more ammunition to fill in his thing. And his mortar rounds, he shoots off a mortar. And he puts down his knife and picks up his sword over here. Alright, cool. Kosuke, your turn.
All right. Kosuke is going to follow suit. And let's see. There we go. So yeah, Kosuke is going to fly up here. And, oh, Tantri's rolling for initiative.
Yep.
Yeah, Kosuke's going to give the help action.
Gotcha.
And then Kosuke's going to fly over here to where Mog is, actually. And go here. And that'll be Kosuke's turn.
Most excellent.
God, unless I'm like really zoomed in, Kosuke's basically invisible to me.
Yes, Kosuke is that itty bitty thing.
He's a cute guy.
He's a little
Actually,
guy.
let me fix that. You sent me the art for that. I'm going to find it. There it is. Then, like, well, yeah, it actually made a whole lot of difference. Let me see here. There you go.
Hey, you can see
Okay.
Kosuke now.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Uh,
Okay.
The guard drake is
So
going to run over here. And
wait,
what's up?
did the guard drake roll a 7 as well? He did. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he will. He can't reach Kosuke. I assume Kosuke is flying at least over 5 feet.
Yeah, Kosuke is about 6-7 feet up.
Just out of reach. Excellent. Odoroshi.
All right. Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to weave a couple hand signals or hand signs, and then I'm going to end and stare directly into the guard drake's eyeball, the one that I can see, and I'm going to attempt to blind it.
All right.
Did Teacup not roll for initiative, by the way?
I was more focused on you guys. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
But he's in there now. I'll get him next round.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. He's having an off day. He's like sort of bewildered right now.
Indeed. One creature you can see. Constitution saving throw. All right. What's the number to beat?
Number to beat is going to be 16, I believe.
It is blind.
Awesome. And then, now, how big is this? Is this like the size of a Komodo dragon?
This is about the size of a horse.
Okay, so it's.
Let me.
Is it still technically a medium creature?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's weird because horses are large creatures.
They are?
But
Does it
that's only
have-
yeah.
I mean,
So
there
you
are
got-
certain horses that are fairly large, you know, the big giant war horses and whatnot. I could definitely see them being large, but then there are some, you know, like a Shetland pony might be a small.
It's mainly because horses are meant to be ridden, and in this game you can only ride a creature if you're generally one size smaller than it. So, unless you have like a special feature that says, hey, a creature the same size of you can ride you.
That's kind of why I'm asking about this. You say it's a guard drake. It looks like it has a bridle in its mouth.
I'm
Or
uploading a picture of this creature so you can get a better perspective of what it looks like. And there's different variants of guard drakes. I posted this in our group chat.
Yeah, they can be different colors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
The featured creatures.
I think they came in what expansion?
Anyway, I
yeah.
literally said last week about my rule on killing dragons, so, mm-hmm.
Well, it's not technically technically
It's a
half
drake.
dragon thing.
It is not a
What?
dragon. There's no wings. It's a drake. It's a lizard.
Medium dragon unaligned.
That's not. Just look over there. Just look over there at the other. Just look up there at the wyvern. Fine.
Are wyverns dragons?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yes. So the way it works is anything that's generally draconic in nature like this is a dragon, but a wyvern are a subspecies of dragon that do not have 4 legs.
Yes.
And drakes are a subspecies of dragon that do not have wings, but they're all dragons.
I would argue that and say they're all lizards. Anyways, I'm not trying to harm this lizard. So
I know,
don't
you're
you
just
worry.
blinding it. Blinding it is fine, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
But just go
No.
for the non-lethal blow is basically what I'm reminding you.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
really
gonna
good
do
at that.
something stupid though. So I am going to, let's see, it's 55 feet away. So I'm gonna go 30 feet up here. Okay. I want to measure. I want to move 30 feet. And I'm going to use my fan and I'm going to try and use it to kind of pole vault up into the air. And I'm going to disappear. I'm going to use my Spirit Walk ability as an action using a stretched time. Where was it? Features. Stretched time. No, it's the Accelerate Self, excuse me. I'm going to use one of my Accelerate Selves to use this action as a bonus action. And since I'm not casting a spell, I'm using Spirit Walk in order to basically Misty Step above the Drake so I can land on it and hopefully mount it. And I want to basically grapple it around the neck or the neck and the horn or whatever to see if I can
What was the
wrestle it.
Can you post the feature that you were using? I just want to know because I think this is the first time you've used the Spirit Walk feature.
Yes.
Thanks.
It's basically Misty Step, but it's once per short or long rest. But it's not a spell. It's a feature.
Yeah, and it's also an action, not a bonus action like Misty Step would be.
Yes, that's why I have to use Accelerate Self to use it as a bonus action.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, is that possible, Fargrim?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Because it is technically an attempt to grapple. I mean, even if it's just an attempt to land on it and I can't grapple till next turn, that's fine. But that's the overall end goal of this.
Is grappling this creature and like
is trying to mount it or to somewhat control it via the horn so I can hopefully get it to attack. It's the Mog.
Oh, I like that. Damn, dude, I really like that. Okay. I'll tell you what. Next turn, you'll be able to grapple it. Unless you wait a second. So use an action, your movement as bonus action. You know what? I want to see where this goes. Do a grapple check.
Grapple is athletics or strength? Just straight strength.
I don't know. It's one. I want to say it's a strength check, but let me double check on that.
I mean, athletics and strength are basically the same for me.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a +3.
Yeah. All right.
Because it's blind and I'm trying to get it, basically, I'm trying to grapple it from behind. Do I get advantage?
You do, since it is blind and it's from the back.
Okay. I figured the worst thing you could have said is no, so I'll go with it. 14. I think it'll just be a contested strength check.
Oh yeah, their action options climb onto a bigger creature. Or I guess in this case it would be strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check, contested by the target's acrobatic check.
This thing is blind and grappled.
Nice.
The color of this drake is not blue. It is actually green. I don't know why it shits out blue tokens, or this one being blue, but this is actually, yeah, we'll just say it's green. Anything else you like to do in your turn?
No, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Alright. Tanjiro. Fuck. Tangerine.
You could have edited the O there and no one would have noticed.
Alright, he's going to give you some assistance here, Tenraiso, with, he's going to cast True Strike. I don't know why you... Oh, okay.
How's he making it at this distance? Because True Strike is a melee attack.
Oh, I thought
I thought you can use it for range weapons, can't you?
I thought
I guess you can use it in melee, but
Yes.
as ranged weapons.
Yeah, no, it's just a weapon you have proficiency with.
Oh, okay, cool. So like if you had a
Yeah.
bow or something, but
so. Is
Yeah, you
that
can use
like
those
I have
bows.
to hit first, and then that's additional damage, like a smite?
Yes.
yep, you make one weapon attack with the weapon used in this spell's casting. So it's essentially just, yeah.
All right, I completely thought it was a different spell. So, all right, 2 plus 6 would be 8 damage. Okay, and then he won't use his. He won't go all out now. All right, that's his turn. Then starting with turn order. River.
Okay.
Notice that how many.
being grabbed like creature.
I'm noticing like how many people are not in comp to like the north of the map.
Okay. Is this thing? Did Kosuke give a help action? Or is that something else?
Kosuke gave a help action on this guy right in front of Tenrai.
On the black guard, yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair. Never mind.
And then flew
then-
over to potentially give you flanking.
I don't know if... Sure. Fuck it, we all. If it works, it works.
Is that? Can you
I have-
flank with a tiny creature? I mean,
No fucking idea.
I have no fucking
Either
idea.
way, it seems the answer's no.
Oh my goodness!
Okay,
I don't know.
new plan.
You had one job.
2 net ones, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Bruh.
River Spears get bad that way, and she sighs and just drops it. And it's just gonna make unarmed attacks, which actually I meant to do before. These do lightning damage, by the way. Which ignores the rage damage resistance.
Yep.
So 6 damage. And let's do a good old flurry of blows. Please. 6? I don't know if it's 16 hits.
16 does not hit.
Sag. Please stop rolling ass. Stop rolling ass. Okay, whatever. I'm emo.
Jesus.
I'm just getting warmed up, and that's all I got. And now I am immediately healed.
Alright, so beast form. He's going to. Where's the bite?
Okay, so you can flank with small creatures, but you can't flank with tiny creatures. So I don't know how big an owl is.
Imagine it's tiny.
Tiny beast unaligned, yes. Because
okay.
a tiny creature cannot threaten a square
Alright, that's how I
unless
do
it
that.
occupies the same space as that creature. And if it's occupying the same space, you're not in flanking position.
Fair.
So that would be 13 to hit. And you have 17 AC. So that's not going to do it. That's his turn. So, smart of you to point that out. purple that people beyond a certain point are not engaging in combat. You assume that they have hopes of apprehending you, but we shall see if that actually works. This guy's just going to shout at you as he gets closer. This guy is loading up for another shot. 10, your turn.
All right. Well, Marg over there seems to be in. I'm actually just gonna go. Not gonna go that far at all. Actually, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm going to go ahead enable my thing, my sheet, my effects thing. Because that was 10 feet movement. Effects, non-dragon armory, non-reach, enable.
Did you
Thing.
make an attack roll against me? Did Mog make an attack roll against me, rather?
Yes, and it absolutely missed.
Oh, okay.
The check mark. There we go. Enable dragon armory, non-reach, just to check if this works. As I make another bite attack at flanking. And roll with advantage, please. 24 to hit for. Hey, would you look at that? Hey, my effect, my custom effect
Jeez.
worked! Yay! Look, see, it says plus 10 instead of plus 5 on there. Anyway, for 21 points of damage on the first hit. And we're gonna get an extra attack on there too. Now I just need to make these toggable on the hot bar. Second attack is less interesting. Boom. For another 13 points of damage. As just ripping and tearing into this blackguard as fast as possible.
Hell yeah, you are.
Alright. And I got nothing I really want to do right now with my bonus action. There's a bunch I can do with it, but I'm already using it to. I'm already concentrating on the thing.
All right. 21 to hit for 21 damage.
I mean, disadvantage because I'm concentrating on blur.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
That's crazy, though. All right, so just
So
another...
now it's a miss. Yeah.
Yes. A giant whoosh goes by you. That's you're like, God damn it. You should have died with the rest of your kind.
And then like the whoosh that makes is like them shooting my after image as like I am moving at blinding speed right now with my attacks.
Teacup. Yes, well, I'll move forward. No, I can't. I cannot do it.
Oh shit!
Oh, I love that.
Oh no!
That was well done, Fargrim. I enjoyed that immensely.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Oh no, that's too good. Why is that? Oh no, stop that. Continue.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even do the long rest for them. Let's just get that out of the way. Magic missile. So I have to do that individually?
Yeah, you have to do that individually, and every time you cast the second and third missile, uncheck the box that says use resource. so that the it doesn't use extra spell slots for casting it.
All right, 2. Cause refund resource, right?
Yeah, either refund the resource on the second and third bolts, or don't use it to begin with when the text box prompts up.
So let's see here. 1, 2, 3. All right, 2 damage on the first one, 3 on the second, and 5 on the third.
I'm reorganizing my my hotbar right now to make it easier to toggle on and off the dragon armory effects.
Oh yeah, let's take that. And we go to this guy. Alright, where is he? To there. Odoroshi. I know you are on top of this thing, and he's going to hit you with a Morning Star. For
Does he need to do anything to get around the thrashing Drake, or is the Drake just kind of letting me grapple it? So I'm only grappling his head.
on its turn, it'll make an opposed grapple check, but so we've all
Okay.
grew up with Steve Irwin, right? So
Yes.
that's what I imagine. What you're doing is laying down over the croc,
That's exactly how I imagined it to do, not gonna lie.
and you're sort of whispering to it like he would, to calm it down so it stops thrashing. But it's not too I mean, you guys are taking up a
Okay.
10-foot area. If you think
Okay.
about it,
So the guy is able to hit me fairly easily.
yeah, he's be able to like
Okay.
probably smack at your ankle or something like that for 8 damage. Kosuke.
Okay. Well, Kosuke is gonna see this, and Kosuke is gonna basically stay where he's at. He's gonna take the help action on the Mog. And then Kosuke is gonna fly over here. He's gonna fly up. So he's a good 12, 15 feet off the ground. And that'll be Kosuke's turn.
Alright. Guard Drake makes an opposed grapple check.
Do I need to roll again?
I don't believe so. And they failed anyway. Do they have to make a wisdom save to fight against blindness, or are they just fucked?
I think it's a con save, no, but yeah, no, they get to do so at either the start or end of their turn, right?
Okay.
I'm scrolling up to look at it. Tree Strike, Spirit Walk, Accelerate Self, Blindness, Deafness. The end of each of its turns, it repeats the save. So I need to roll a concentration check, right?
I mean, if you were hit, then yeah, you need to roll a concentration. So it should automatically pop up in the chat to show you when you've been hit and if you're concentrating on a spell.
Okay, so I didn't. Mog, but there's your bite attacks, teacup, blackguard.
It might be because blindness deafness isn't set up correctly. You still need to go in and like give it actual like
So let me
details
see.
and say,
It'd be
hey, you know,
under effects, add. No, let me see. Spellbook. Oh, it says I didn't. I just displayed it in chat. That's why.
yeah.
So let me go. Still have the thing targeted. Let me try this again. Okay, cast a spell. So then effects. Features, effects. No, it doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so concentration is just a con save. Con save,
Yeah.
right?
It's DC 10 or half the damage you took, whichever one's greater.
Okay. So that I just click on
Constitution
On.
saving throw.
saving throw. There's an 11 plus 4. Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
so you saved on the effect, but it has to roll. The Drake itself has to roll a Constitution check, Constitution saving throw every single one of the end of its turns until it succeeds the blindness deafness. Fine, right?
Okay. So it is still blind.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Constitution, okay. I say you still hold it. All right, Odoroshi.
All right, so I still have this Drake grappled, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to try and with coerce it to attack the I mean, I should be here and the guy should be next to me. Because I'm technically on the same space as this, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there a way to get it to turn and attack the guy that hit me?
Do you have animal handling? Or
I'm not proficient with it.
if you would like to try to have it attack someone since it is blinded,
It's currently blinded with Odoroshi right on top, like steering it by the horns.
would that be
Yes.
situational advantage on a ability check?
I don't know. That's up to you, I guess.
Okay.
It's like guard drakes are also like notoriously loyal, so
Right.
But it doesn't know what it's attacking.
yeah.
So, I mean, I could just as easily try and literally, twist my body trying to get it to turn in a certain way. But yeah, I mean,
Ultimately, it's up to Fargrim how he wants to rule this.
correct. That's why I was asking.
Roll a animal handling. Actually, yeah,
Okay.
situational advantage since you've had it blinded and successfully grappled for at least one full round of combat. With a 20, this thing will make a bite attack against this one at disadvantage. Since it is blinded. But, Odoroshi, it did work. It
Nice.
All right.
And what was I going to say? Now, casting a spell through the familiar, I have to use my action, and my familiar has to use the reaction, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't believe I can do this. Let me just check. This is
The familiar has to be like already within 5 feet of someone.
yes, and I mean, oh, is it? Oh, it's
It's
one
currently
tile away.
10 feet. Yeah, it's one
Yeah,
tile away.
well, it's 12 feet up, but yes, I mean, I could. It doesn't necessarily need to be a touch spell, does it?
It does need it to be a touch spell, yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you could cast through the familiar, and you could still
Yeah.
use your range from the familiar's point of
Oh,
origin.
no. That would be way
Okay.
overpowered because a familiar can go upwards of like, I think it's like 300 feet away from you. Imagine if you like, what's it called, send a familiar to scout 300 feet and then just shoot a fireball directly down. Like, alright, cool. I'm a walking
I
arsenal
mean,
from like half a mile away.
death from above.
Yeah, no, there's a reason they limit it to touch spells.
Okay, so it's only touch spells. Got it.
Yeah.
Um, then yeah. That will be my turn because I don't think the other spells that I have. I think all of them are verbal and somatic. Yes, they are. Okay. And that will be my turn.
All right. Your homeboy Tajiri. I don't know why I said that fucked.
That was kind of funny.
Nice hit. And let's see here.
Does he not have like 2 swords?
He has a great the dancing sword as his great sword.
Hmm.
Why? What's up?
I was just wondering why he's not using the flying portion to do things. I was like, because I would just like, all right, bonus action, go have this guy, go have the sword hit someone while I pull out a second great sword and hit
I
this
mean, he
guy instead.
does. He does have that ability.
That's what I would do with a dancing sword. That sounds cool.
All right. As a bonus action, he will do that. Thank you, Purple.
Yeah. Like he can do like one attack here and then bonus action send his sword to go attack Mog.
So yes, as his bonus action, he will make this fly. Can I have this as a token? Or do I need it as a token?
I mean, you just need like a substitute token, right? Like you don't really need like a crazy detail token. You just need something to represent the sword is currently flying around, right?
I would assume.
Yeah.
So, what is it like? God damn it! All right. Well, it will occupy the space over here between the two of you, and he will pull out a scimitar shaped great sword.
Great sword wielder. I see you, Tanjiri. I know what you play in Elden Ring.
I hear nothing but amazing things about that game.
Dude, you've never played Elden Ring? Oh my god. we gotta play Elden. Anyway, River's turn. He did perform his second attack actually. You said the sword comes out. The moment you use the bonus action, what's it called? It does another attack.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I will do that.
So what? And if he has extra attack too, so what he could do is do attack, extra attack, bonus action. The sword goes and does an attack as well. To get like 3 attacks in a turn.
And then second wind for a fourth if you're really going crazy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like a fighter with this can pull out like so many attacks.
That's why it's such a beautiful combo. I did it with a fighter very long ago. But anyway, River.
Nerve, you there? Apparently not.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Hi.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Violence resumes. Because I had to help action against this one. I'm gonna roll. Nope, not with the spear. Lie. I'm lying to you, actually. Please.
Oh, well,
Thank
that hit. Oh.
I know, but I didn't want to use the spear. Wanted to use this, which I have advantage on. At least almost a natural 20. I'm so sad.
Stop the meeting.
I mean, damn.
Second attack.
Okay.
Stunning strike.
Punch him right in the schnoz.
Okay, see, how does this barbarian handle a Constitution saving throw
That's a great question. This can only go well.
while raging? I might add. Oh, okay.
I think raging is disadvantage for strength saves, to be fair.
I think it is, yeah.
Get fucking stunned, idiot. Yeah, and now
Stunned.
until the end of my next turn.
That's
Yay.
crazy.
Happy. Advantage because he's stunned. No, it's no. 12 lightning damage.
All the damage is full damage because you've just converted it to, oh, you're resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. How about no? How about I hit you with lightning fists instead?
Yeah, how my fucking fists are actually just like hazers, I guess. And that's just because I feel like it's lightning damage today.
I could have made that acid damage.
Could actually.
You can tell he's trying to speak, but he can't say shit. And that is his turn. Where the fuck is this guy? Gonna run over
And
to.
punched him in the throat? Okay.
Gonna run over to Teacup. Oh, you're bothering me. And missed. Alright, these guys are leaving their cannons. And actually, that was just cool. 10. You guys are mopping up the bosses pretty good.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and can't get any movement bonuses right now. Oh no. 'Cause I'm currently engaged in like a position where it's like, alright. I'm just gonna go for regular bio attack. I have to check if the effect was applied. So that I don't do more damage than I'm supposed to. Alright, I'll do a open up with a bite attack. Jump. Jump maybe, yeah. I see it rolling a new thing, but it didn't pop up. Hello? Hmm. Hold on. I think it might be on my end just being weird. I'm gonna refresh and see if it pops up. Because I saw that the attack, like the little notification when something new is in the chat log popped up, but I didn't see any of the attacks on my end. Oh, there they are. Okay. Hi. What happened?
What do you mean?
No, sorry. No one was talking. I thought maybe it was because my internet had died and I was just
Nope.
talking to no one.
No.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, so I guess I'll count that as one attack. That was a 6 and a 7 because I'm rolling with advantage here.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I'll just roll another one. Extra attack. Yep. Let's crit fish real fast. No. Terrible. Okay. 8 points of damage. Nothing too crazy. I am going to
Nope.
go ahead and use a bonus action there, though. What's it called? Or not rather a bonus action, but I'm going to add a Cloud Strike to this, to force them to make a Wisdom save. Where is this option?
They pass.
They pass, right? So they still take the 2 points of thunder damage, but they don't suffer any of the negative effects.
Excuse me?
Hmm?
Sorry, I just fucking...
Oh.
Boo. I cannot hit with anybody tonight.
Same.
Alright. We're gonna try this out. Teacup is going to use lightning lure on this dude. To possibly create a attack of opportunity for River.
That's within 15 feet, by the way.
Oh, boo.
That is currently 25 feet away.
Alright.
Although, I'm pretty sure from this spot, this is 15 feet. So all he needs to do is move up 2 tiles without leaving attack of opportunity range of this guy, and he can hit that.
Alright, so he failed and he moved. River, you get attack of opportunity.
Are you sure?
If he leaves his... Because he's leaving
They
your
pulled
threatened
it.
school.
I
Because
don't
he's...
know if it works if it's being pulled.
No, it does not.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
they're
that's-
being pulled or pushed, it doesn't.
Yeah,
provoke
unwilling
attack of
movement. I don't
opportunity.
think count.
Alright.
Yeah.
Worth a try.
Nah, that's.
And that killed him.
Oh shit.
That killed
Fair
him?
enough.
Just throw out a lightning whip to steal the kill. I see how it is.
You fucker.
River doing a flurry of lightning blows. Teacup's like, haha, what about my lightning blow though?
Oh, that was
River would-
all me.
Yes, well, that's how you really do lightning.
River just stares for a few moments, just scoffs, and just picks her spear back up.
Oh, I believe it's
Unbelievable.
one for me.
Unbelievable. Honestly, in teacup behavior.
Yeah, yeah, that's teacup behavior.
Yes. Um,
Alright. We still got a guy hitting him, but, you know.
that would. What is it? What was that? Just a cantrip? Okay. And then. None of you really need shield, but he will cast bless.
I am just outside the range. Yes. So the ones he can hit within bless range are River, himself, and Tangerine.
All right. Don't thank me, but thank me. That is his blessing upon all of you. Alright, now this guy's going to try to smack Odoroshi again and fucking miss. I love that. Kosuke.
Those guys. He's gonna see that, and he's gonna take the help action on this guard here. He's gonna come down and take the help action, and he's gonna fly behind. And that'll be Kosuke's turn.
Alright. Your new potential pet's turn is going to make a strength save.
That's pretty good.
So it broke your grapple.
Do I need to roll against it?
I believe.
Isn't escaping grapple not even a strength save?
I need to look at grapple here. Effects. Grapples can benefit from speed. If the condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. Also ends if the grappled creature or grappler would be hurled away by a thunder. So it doesn't end until Odoroshi says it ends.
You're looking at escape the grapple, which would be what's the card? A grappled creature can use its action to make a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check against the grapple's escape DC, ending the condition on itself on a success. So the escape DC would be whatever Odoroshi originally rolled to grapple it in the first place, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So then that breaks it.
Yeah.
So then does that?
Assuming it's not even
remove from
proficient
the-
in, like, you know.
The only skills that it has is it should just be passive perception.
Yeah, it's fine. 21 probably succeeds anyway, and it's still strength based.
Yes.
So
Yes.
This creature is still blinded, but no longer grappled.
yeah, and that would be its action to attempt to escape the grapple. So
Right. He doesn't really have.
and then it ends its turn, making another con save.
Yep.
What is your DC?
My DC
Yeah.
for spells 16.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Not beating that. Still blocked it.
Odoroshi.
Okay. Well, since I'm no longer grappling this guy, I figure it is safe to wait, so the Mog is dead. That
Yep.
means that I need to so he's still blind. He's just not grappled anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm assuming you've been thrown off your ass at this point, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Right? Fargrim?
Yes.
Am I knocked prone and whatnot?
I feel like there's a bit dramatic, maybe, but
I
would
mean, he's got like no reins on this thing. He's been holding it by the horns after dropping on top of it, and then it just bucked him off.
yeah, he would be prone.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
wow, I really like your character sheets. I'm just going through 'em. Like wow.
Hmm.
Okay. Well then.
I don't know. Morris would love this. Hopefully, I don't
Hmm?
know. I'm still trying to find a good mod for module for Morris for his character sheet. But
Does he not have a character sheet?
no, he does. He just doesn't like the Foundry setup. So
Oh, well,
Bye.
then, I mean, that's what you're using, so. All right.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there we go. Targeting the right person. And I'm going to use another accelerated self or accelerate self charge. Down to 2 on that, and I'm going to cast this spell as well. It is use concentration. Okay. Wait a minute. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that because he's still blinded. So I'm just going to attack um this guy with my fan and try and see if I can push him back. And because the help action was used, that would be advantage. And thank God I need it. Does an 18 hit him?
oh yeah.
Looks like it does. And then I'm actually, well, does he look any worse for the wear?
Most of his armor is chipped, but he's still holding strong.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, that's gonna be. You know what? Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, so his floating dancing sword will attack, miss. He'll make a
He seems better with the scimitar.
right action to hit with the scimitar again, and what the fuck? It is second. No, not
Is that our
second
first
wind.
crit of the night?
I don't believe so. The hell is that fighter ability? I no, that he already did his. Oh, okay. This is 2024. All right. So extra attack. Second wind is for your healing. No, okay. So that is their turn. River.
Oh. Okay. Oh, good. together. Blank, and then start bullying this guy.
Hell yeah. Bully him to death. Make him kill himself.
Dick. Wait, no.
No.
Wait a minute, no. Was it 19 hit?
Oh yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Uh, no, it should be okay.
You broke his
What?
helmet that was made of crude pig iron, and you bruised up around, like you broke the bone around his left eye socket, so that's all like swole up. So he has
You.
right.
She's vicious.
She's just a little silly. And also pawn. Just my free bonus action punch. No crits.
He's almost dead.
Oh. Right. Yippee.
All right. He's going to try to hit Teacup one last time.
Pretty good hit.
Yeah, looks like it.
And
Don't forget to make teacup. You need to roll them. If that hit, you need to have them roll for a Constitution saving throw. Well, wrong guy.
oh, come on. I thought I just had Teacup. There we go.
Yeah, alright, cool. He's good. Technically, he could have added bless to that. But I think he succeeded anyway.
All right, 10. Kill this Black Crusader.
Alright, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead with a bite to start. For roll advantage. For a 19 to hit.
Almost dead.
Alright, cool. In that case, I'm gonna go with my extra attack, a claw. Yep, 23 for 11. And then I'm gonna go ahead over here. Moving on to a brand new set of enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Activate Dragon Armory non-reach. And do another claw attack. That is a 20 to hit.
Holy
On
fuck.
to the guy below me.
All right. Hold on. Did I just subtract the wrong amount of health? Okay. So the guy below you, 20,
14 damage.
14 damage. Okay.
And that's, yeah, cool. Bite attack, claw attack, and then the bonus action claw attack. That's my turn. Let me burn.
He's going to swing at you twice with his Morning Star.
Miss. Disadvantage.
Are you
Still
giving...
concentrating on Blur.
Okay, so he has disadvantage. Alright.
I just called the miss before because he attacked with an 8, and that wouldn't have mattered anyway. Yep, that's another miss.
Cool. So he's just swinging blindly. I'll avenge you, brother.
Yes, yes, group up for me, please. Come attack me. The big scary dragon. 23 hits. If you're attacking at disadvantage there. Boom. But I succeed in the Constitution saving throw.
Very nice.
Alright.
Oh, you're still here.
That one was actually really good.
Cool. Then he's going to move.
Wow, he actually died to a to 8 damage, huh? Alright, well, if we're keeping track of kills, by the way, I'm now up by 1 on River. Unfortunately, Teacup's up by 2.
Ouch.
Kosuke.
Alright, Kosuke's gonna take the help action on the Orc Brute thing. Question for you.
Yeah.
Is the Drake just standing there calmly while blinded? Because it broke the grapple, so I assume that it's still somewhat kind of perturbed.
It is. It's very pissed off. It's like a wet cat right now.
Okay, so it's not going to stand still then, yeah?
Right, like it's trying to, like it's clawing at its face and trying to open up its eyes.
Okay.
So it's very irritated and distracted right now.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so Kosuke is going to fly up and try and be about 10 feet off the ground. So the Drake's thrashing shouldn't be able to hit it.
Very good. So Drake's turn. It will blindly do a tail attack near where you thought Odoroshi was. A disadvantage and missed. And we'll do a con saving throw on blind. This thing is extremely blind. Probably permanently blind at this point. Good job, Odoroshi.
All right. Then, yeah, I think what I want to do is casting a spell, as long as it doesn't have concentration, will not break concentration on the one spell that I have already
Yeah.
on, right?
The only way you break concentration is either manually breaking it yourself or casting a different concentration spell.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hit this orc again.
Or you get hit too hard and you fail your con check.
Okay. fair enough. And the crit fish because of the help action. No. So with 24, I can push this guy. Why is the mastery? No, mastery needs to be push. I just want to push him 10 feet away. We should be pushed to this square. And then with that, I'm going to head down over in this direction.
Are you still prone, by the way? Or did you get up at some point?
No, I got up last turn.
Oh, okay. Cool. You got the condition on you still, so I was like,
I
oh, is he
gotcha.
actually prone still?
Would that be under facts? No.
I just took care of it.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
So yeah, so the Blackguard should be, or Black Earth should be over here. Be 10 feet diagonal.
Yes, yes. Put them closer to me.
That's the goal. Yep. Fargrim?
Sorry, what was that?
The Black Earth Guard that I hit should be over here.
There you
He
go.
took the 14 damage, right?
Oh yeah, he is fucked up.
To apply. Okay. And that is my turn. Just weakening these guys for you.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do, or that's it?
That'll be it for my turn.
Sweet.
Don't mind me in the bottom of the corner over here, just testing what 40-foot radius looks like.
Ah, yes. That's me in the corner.
Sash me in the corner, drawing out the angle.
All right. Top of turn order is River.
Damn, Stales. Is this really 40 feet?
Yeah, it's 40-foot
No,
cone.
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
meant my movement speed.
Oh,
Blah.
you're like a 5th level monk, right? So yeah, it should be 40 feet.
Yeah.
At 6th level, you get bonus 15 feet of movement, so we go up to 45.
Okay, fair. Alright, in that case, I'm just gonna do regular step to wins. Not the free one, where I just take a... I think this shouldn't use a focus point. Okay, no, it didn't, honestly. Good. Yeah, it's just the one I was using to dash. I'm gonna go over and beat up this guy. With my little spear. I imagine it's 23 hits. And that probably doesn't. Argrim?
Oh yeah, and your spear did some damage, but well, at least with your first attack, your second attack
Yeah,
did not do much.
That's fair.
You saw it coming.
That's ease.
All right. Now it is this dude's turn. Multi-attack. 5 damage to Miss River. Then it's Tenraizo's turn.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that does hit any. Rather missed. I'm assuming the 20 was towards me, right? But that's with disadvantage, so. Because a 20 is my AC. Because, like, who was attacking? The guy attacking was, the guy below me, right?
This,
One right before me? Or was it someone else?
the one right before you is in front of River.
Oh, that was attacking River. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Did River want to block any of those attacks? I wasn't aware who was attacking.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. River, would you like to?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
All right.
I simply say no.
There was a 16 and a 20 that hit you. I don't know if a
Yeah.
16 hits you.
I'm not sure if I really want to make it to a reflect attack. Oh, the 6?
The 5 damage.
Yeah, the 16 didn't hit.
Right.
So I heal for the 5. I don't know if I want to. Do I want to reflect it, is the thing. I kind of don't, just because I want to keep my focus points.
Yeah,
I'm just
fair
gonna
enough.
I'm just gonna let it stay.
Okay. Then you just negate the damage.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't sure whose like turn was what. I thought that one, the one like right before me in initiative, was the one right below me, and he was attacking me. And then when I realized they were attacking River, I was like, oh wait, but the monk can just say no. You
I
gotta
can,
give them
yeah,
the
it's
chance to
great.
say no. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, cool. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and use what's it called, a wing surge, so that I don't use any don't draw any attack of opportunity here. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and move, back here. I think this is right, if I've done my math correctly. It's either here or like one step to the right, or one step to the left. Anyway. I think we all know what's happening here. Godzilla is ready. Oh, this shouldn't be 20 anymore. I need to change this to 40.
Oh,
Oh wait, no. No, it is 20. My bad, my bad. I was looking at the wrong chart. So if it is 20, then I don't actually need to back up all that much to it. No, that would... Yeah, so I'll just back up a slight bit then. So I'll do it from like right here, and I'll just change. I need those guys to both roll, what's it called? What's it called? The deck
Dexterity
save,
saving
please.
throw.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
One
Deck
passed.
save. Aw, damn, you passed. Also, this is really low damage roll. Darn. Yeah, so I was looking at the wrong part of my chart. I get a, what's it called? I'm looking at a chart, like glancing here and back, based on glide fly speed and breath line speed. It's just a whole bunch of numbers. The 5th level, it would be, something else. It's fine. Anyway, 15 points of damage for one of them and half for the other. And that would be my turn for now. Not nearly as much as I had hoped, but we're good.
Hey, it's something.
Yeah. I low rolled like all of the damage rolls there. Like, I rolled a 1, a 6, a 4, and a 4. So this is like perfect average amount of damage.
Yep.
In retaliation.
I mean, try, I guess. Disadvantage, by the way.
Alright. So we'll take the 8.
That doesn't hit.
Wonderful.
And I'm, by the way, I should mention, I'm purposely making this like electric breath this time as loud as possible. I want to alert everyone in this camp to let them know that there is a dragon on the loose.
As you say
And I
that,
want everyone in this camp to hear that and be trembling
oh my
in their
God.
You have
tents.
alerted the fucking everybody.
Yeah.
You hear-
I want to alert the horde, please.
your request has been answered. You hear alarm bells. Da ding ding da ding ding da ding ding. Dragon and company.
Ah, yes.
Like,
Dragon, and I guess some other people, but dragon.
like before, like all the previous lightning breaths have been like very staticky in nature, and like they sound like the way like sort of lightning arcs and cracks. Here it sounds like thunder just went off in the middle of the camp, like a massive thunder strike.
I immediately.
Nice.
Mhm. Darn.
That is boo. Okay. That was just a cantrip, right? And I can do a normal spell and a cantrip if
Yeah, if
okay.
that was a cantrip, then yeah, you can just do a normal spell on top of that. The limit is one thing that consumes a spell slot per turn.
That's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a mind whip. Oh,
I mean, of
watch
course
me
you
whip.
need. Of course, if both of these are actions, you can't. But because both of these would be actions, so that would lightning law was an action, and Tasha's mind whip in action. So you couldn't do Tasha's mind whip.
Okay. I was just making sure on that.
Yeah, bless was fine because the bless is a bonus action to cast, I believe.
But it counts as a
It counts as a leveled spell slot. It's using a first level spell slot, but it's a bonus action, so
okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
you've already got a bless up. So unless you got something else you can do, your bonus action.
No, I don't believe so. So his turn, he'll make a attack on Tajiri. He took some damage. Kosuke.
Alright, Kosuke is gonna take the help action on same guy that I've been hitting. I was on the wrong thing. So he's gonna come right here. Help action on the blackguard, and that's it. He's gonna help action from above.
Yeah, this guard drake is gonna be blind for life. Might as just call it Stevie Wonder.
Well, technically for a minute, but yeah.
The longest minute of its life.
Really ass at making me saving those.
I am. I'm glad I'm not playing the character.
Hmm.
Odoroshi.
It's really like unfortunate too, because this guy's got like a +3, so he should have made the save by now.
Yeah,
Can't say.
statistically, it really should have.
I mean, I will take it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, I did ask
Honestly,
you guys not to harm the dragon, and I suppose just keeping it blinded in a corner is not harming the dragon.
right?
Very confused.
Oh,
Okay, so what? This is round 5. Okay, so we've got another this round and next round left. So, since Kosuke is still close within the vicinity of the guy, I'm gonna cast Chill Touch through Kosuke. And crit fishing. Oh, but a 22 should hit. Yeah?
Probably.
Yes.
For 9 necrotic damage. And that'll be my turn.
You know, it's very convenient that Kosuke can give you the help action, and then the way your initiative lines up is that you're the one who gets to consume the help action.
That's why I didn't have to trade with anybody.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was extremely terrible. Okay.
Yes, that was.
Okay. Wait, ankles, Dolby guy. Please. Beg of you. Norna. 11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's do regular bonus action. 25 lightning. No, 6 lightning. Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Not 25 lightning.
I fucking wish. Hit me, I want you to hit me. Hit me.
Oh. Tenraiso.
Cool. Roll my d6. Surely I get another. Hell yeah! Hey guys, you know what's better than one lightning breath?
Oh no.
Or lightning breaths.
Hell yeah, I love gambling.
Ooh, lightning breaths.
That damage, though.
Breathe on it.
As I just spew another loud ass lightning. Another
This is
thunder
like
crack at both of them.
the gates of Helgen are going on right now.
Yeah, I got another one. Oh man, he's still alive though. That's annoying. Do I have anything that I can use to attack as a bonus action? Or do anything as a bonus action?
Huh.
No, I don't. I don't keep weapons on me that do that. The claws do, but I need to attack at least once with the claw in order to use it. Yeah. Alright, I'm still 1 kill up on River though.
I'll kill you, Dad. I'll kill you, Dad.
So yeah, that's my turn. I got nothing I can really do with my bonus action besides like try to run away or something like that.
That barbarian count is mine. That counts as more than one.
No, that was Teacup's kill.
Fuck.
Well, speaking of which,
Fuck you.
Watch him throw a cantrip at your guy again. I paid Teacup to steal all of your kills.
Oh no. His fucking kills.
Uh,
Is that how you guys do it? Marvelous.
Yippee! He just
Kosuke.
went, yippee.
Alright, Teacup has 3 kills now.
Jesus.
All right, Kosuke is I continue.
Yeah, I can't too, so I'm up.
Yep, help action on this guy, and staying right above him.
What's that?
Help action on the
Mhm.
blackguard, and just kind of hanging around right above him.
Alright, the blind Drake.
I'm surprised he's not like rushing like headfirst into the cage or something.
He
I mean,
he does
it
stumble
has
around.
lost its sight. Something it's probably never experienced, and it's been a full minute.
Just
Mhm.
the same thing as closing your eyes? What do you mean?
But imagine if, I mean, it basically has experienced what Ray Charles did.
No, you're right.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Are you gonna buy the second piano?
No, but I will name it Ray if it survives and we take it with us.
Good luck with your, like, 0 in animal handling.
I've got a +2,
Okay.
and I can work with it and hopefully become proficient. But I mean, we share our common resistance to poison, so maybe I can use it to, we'll bond over that.
Bond over the shared resistance to poisonous swamps. Very cool.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Okay, so it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
How's the blackguard looking?
I mean, the one that you just used, what's it called? The
help
help
action
action
on?
on. He's probably really low. I've hit him with 2 lightning breaths now.
Okay.
Everybody who's in active combat right now is extremely fucked up. Which I believe you only have 2 people left besides the guard Drake. Which is at
Mm-hmm.
should be, yeah, it's still at full health. The reason why I haven't added the other people to combat is because I don't know how long we're going to play. So I figured this group of people would be cool for right now. And then
Yeah, we just finish this
Yeah.
round and then do like a second round next week.
Yeah, it's fine.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yep.
All right. Well, I want to use. Oh wait, Kosuke's already used his action. Can I still cast a spell? Yeah, I can still cast a spell through him.
Yeah.
Well then, yeah. This time when I cast Chill Touch through Kosuke, as his talons, claws, his feet reach out to grasp the blackguard's helmet and neck area. There's just a whisper coming from Kosuke, and it says, "Hurry, this may be your last."
Damn. You just looking for real?
Oh, so close.
Darn.
And 12 necrotic damage.
Almost kills him. Almost
Damn.
kills him.
I think that's the guy who succeeded the first lightning breath. That's why he didn't die.
He's more than. Okay, damn. Yep, that's my turn.
Sanjuri really doesn't know how to fight. This is insane. He could have gotten
Oh,
flanking
he's also
bonus here, but he...
recovering.
Oh my
Yeah, he could
god.
have gotten flanking bonus here, but he chose not to. Insane.
Well, he didn't want to. It's not something his character would do.
Is it?
I don't know. That's what we were told before for somebody else. So.
Oh my fucking god. River, it is your turn. It appears that we have the guard rig and one last guard left that's in front of you. River,
Yes.
it is your turn.
There's one
Okay.
guy left.
Besides the
Yes.
blind
Please.
guard drake.
Just... Ah!
There we go. Well done.
10 damage! The fuck you mean? I do not have jack shit for this. Perish.
He does, as you command.
Yay! Hmm. Let's probably try and subdue this guard drake.
Yeah, before the next wave of enemies comes. Because he's only got, like, what? Like 30 seconds, 20 seconds left of blindness.
Yeesh.
I casted Blur at like relatively the same time. What does the effect say I have? It says I have 30 seconds left. So, that's how long
Yeah.
he has of blindness left.
No, this is round 6, which will have been a minute.
Nice. No, it's 10 rounds for a minute.
Yeah.
Each round 6 seconds.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna look over into Rise and shout like, "It's okay to knock this out, right?"
Yes, just don't kill it.
Boss,
You know how I feel.
I do. Don't worry. Go to sleep. go to sleep.
It's okay to knock this thing out, as she says as she punches it so hard.
I don't have anything else to do that. Unfortunately, that's all I
It
got.
almost takes a step back and just kind of like shakes it off like a pit bull would. Like,
Ah, this is going to be difficult.
Well,
I'm in danger.
River now has two of our total 3 crits for the night.
Yeah.
The gamer.
Well, I'm gonna roll another d6 before I begin my turn. Won't be using it if I roll another 6. Nah, it's a 3 this time. I'm gonna go 25 feet over this way and make a what's it called? Non-lethal tail attack. There you go. As it's sort of like slap it on the head with the tip of my tail.
mm-hmm.
And I'll say in Draconic, give up. Go to sleep.
Go EP.
Sun's going down, big guy.
Anyway, extra attack. I don't think a 12 actually hits. Maybe
No.
it hits, I'm not sure.
Does not hit.
Don't you
Aren't they
get
blind? Wait,
advantage
isn't...
because he's blind
I
still?
was gonna say.
Oh yeah, advantage
maybe-
because blindness. Hold
Yeah,
on.
advantage.
Natural 20 actually, so
Oh,
hold
okay, yeah. Interesting.
on. How do I change this to a crit damage? I don't know.
Just 2
I-
times 2.
Yeah, just. That was yours.
Oh god, that was actually myself. Ow, out apply healing. Hold on. There we go. Ignore that concentration check. Anyway, what's 18 times 2?
36.
Yeah, okay, so it would be 36 points of bludgeoning damage. As I, what's it called? Just say go to sleep while hitting it round the back of the head.
I will.
No, ignore that little icon that popped up and said dead. No, that's not dead. Just
that does not suit my
unconscious.
narrative.
I mean, you did give it a concussion.
It'll
It'll
be
be fine.
fine. It can walk it off.
Honestly, yeah, no, probably heal it after the fight's over. For right now, it hasn't actually suffered any major injuries besides a concussion. So, you know.
I mean, give it like 15 years or so.
Would it be safe to say to end combat here, then add the new people next session? That way,
Yeah, I would say if you're
Yeah.
going to do a second
Yes.
wave of combat, just end it, and then we'll re-roll initiative and things when we go to the second wave.
alrighty.
Yeah.
And this might be when, what's it called? By the time that, the second wave has scrambled, grabbed their things, and rushed over to see what the commotion is. And that's why we would start a second initiative. That works.
I just
fine with
noticed
me.
that since we're doing XP combat, I'm like, you're one more combat away from leveling up. Insane.
Here.
I figured you guys would be like one more session to leveling up.
Mm.
So's
Cool.
most of the rest of the groups, actually.
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near that.
Well,
How are you nowhere near? We should be. We started the same session. You should have the same amount of
I
XP as me.
know. I'm at 7661 of 14,000.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so I
because you
put
redid your
14,000.
sheet now. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. What should I be at?
13,261.
Okay. I just updated my sheet, Fargrim. I hope that's okay.
yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Then yeah. Then now I am caught up.
All right. So how are we looking for time? Do we have like good 10 minutes for wrap up?
Yeah, sure.
All
That's
right.
fine.
So you do find 2 people in this cage. The reasons why I didn't add them in here this session was because I didn't. You already have enough fucking tokens on here to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, story NPC. Obviously, that's what he looks like. An old fart. By his tent, there's a canvas, paints, sake, a small alchemist forge. This over here was a clay kiln. And you have meats over here. And your artillery and mortar shots and cannons over here. In front of you, which tomorrow I will upload a video tour of this campsite. This object right here is a Torii gate that has probably been here longer than this bullshit camp. And there's 2 separate paths leading to heavily guarded, or I should say, distinguishably different tents. So yeah, we learned a little bit about River's mask. Well, River learned a little bit about her mask, a little bit about some backstory. You guys might have a party pet. Who knows? So
I'm the dragon mascot.
I don't know if I'm if I ride into town with my Komodo dragon looking Drake. Yeah, you might have some competition.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Mm.
Well, I guess you did need some branding. Everyone else is draconic themed, and meanwhile you're an Oni. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess you
Yes,
did
exactly.
need some branding. That does make sense.
I
Because,
mean,
like,
and when
when
I
we
pick up Dragon's Breath next session or next level up, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
Who needs a familiar? I have an actual Drake. It can cast Dragon's Breath for me.
So,
I don't think it can. We'll see.
I know I was joking.
Odoroshi,
Uh,
if you
I
would
don't.
like to come up with names and somewhat how do you picture this green drake? If you would like to do some prompts, I can meet you halfway. Even like a name if you'd like.
Ray.
Um, I like giving. Well, I like guard drakes, especially for parties. I think a party animal, so to speak, is kind of cool.
Yep. It's the Bobble and the Goblin. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Great session as always. Teacup won't be here next session, unfortunately. So you'll just have to do.
Mm.
yeah, he'll miss the finale of whatever this is. So,
Sure.
but he'll be here for the RP afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll play.
And
and
I'm sure he'll be able to watch the VOD.
Yeah.
true. And he'll be here to start a brand new chapter as you guys will make your way to Zolgra.
Ah,
Well, that's if that's the direction you guys choose to go in.
Actually, no, we're going south. Got a drought to deal with, traitor. You know how things are.
Where where you go in the Underdark?
No, 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 no. Gotta deal with some drow matron who turned traitor. Yeah.
Hey, yeah,
Once
actually.
once the siege is dealt with, we deal
That's
with
gonna
said
be
Shire.
interesting.
Yeah. Let's
Alrighty.
freedom fight the entire continent and we'll be fine.
Oh yeah, we're gonna Far Cry this shit.
Oh my
Exactly.
god. Well, I hope you get all the information you need once you slaughter everybody next session.
Yeah.
But
Yay, murder.
Yeah.
you
Murder.
you're finally on the
Yippee.
surface. And hopefully there'll be more NPCs to talk to and easily interrogate.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
Right? So who are we raiding out to?
I don't know, but I am heading off for the night.
Right on.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
night.
thank you for session.
Yep. Have a
Aye,
good
aye,
one. I gotta sleep because I gotta prep for Path of Exile tomorrow.
Sorry to hear that. No.
So mine's who we saying hi to tonight? Oh wow, you got rated again. That's awesome.